Hey, what's up, YouTube? So, it's been 2 months. It's currently May 12th right now, I think. So I've been running and walking every day. And obviously, I don't work at Amazon anymore. Sorry if my voice is hoarse right now. I'm tired. But I don't work night shift at Amazon anymore, and honestly, I already want to go back. So today I interviewed at 7-Eleven. But today was really weird because I showed up at this one 7-Eleven. I thought this was the 7-Eleven I was supposed to go to until I checked maps while in the 7-Eleven. And it turns out the 7-Eleven I applied to was a little bit farther away. So I drive a little farther to this weird area, like in the middle of like nowhere, and it's so empty. There's this entire like shopping center, like is by this lake, quote unquote, and there's only these few houses, and there's this there used to be this apparently there used to be a grocery store there, but business was so slow there, it closed down. It's like for lease, and like there's like nothing in this area but like a dollar store, a 7-Eleven, and a lake. And I wish I vlogged it, but I can't even record this vlog because my iPhone doesn't have any space to record it. So I don't want to work at this 7-Eleven. So basically, I took a month to recoup with working night shifts at Amazon, and obviously it did take a toll on me. But I knew I needed like a vacation, like a month to just chill out, get my body normal, So I've been running a lot, I've been running a lot outside. I've been overdoing it. I ran consecutive half marathons 7 days in a row, and that took a fucking toll on me. That was really stupid. But I've been walking every day, trying to let nature heal me, feel normal, because when I was working night shifts at Amazon, I would have these bizarre existential thoughts, about like life and like AI, and like, these existential thoughts about like, who are we? Like, how small are we? And, I was like, okay, this is too big, too much, too far. I gotta get normal again. So I decided I'm gonna go out in nature and, detox from all that stuff as much as I could. And it worked in a way, it worked in a way. So I look a lot normal. I mean, I look a lot healthier. You can tell. In my other videos, I was a lot chubbier, as weird as it sounds. Amazon's a physical job, but I was a lot. But yeah. Turns out to feel healthier, you got to do a lot of natural things. Your ancestors did. But yeah. So this video is just me saying, I'm on job search mode right now, and how it's been going has been shit, because YouTube's gonna detect that I just said that. But the only job that got back to me was the 7-Eleven. And I prayed on it. I prayed that same night, and it turned out like, okay, you got a job interview. It's like, oh shoot. So I might end up, if I get this job, I'll honor it, even though it's like a far drive. But yeah, after that, I'm going back to Amazon if they start hiring again. I don't want to work. Like, I already don't want to work at the 7-Eleven. But, I might not even get this job, dude. I came to the 7-Eleven. They said the position's filled, but they still interviewed me, and they said, oh, well, we're busy on these days. You can probably come in on these days. And I'm like, sure. So I probably got the job. It's like, but I'm going to keep applying to other jobs and hope, I'll see what I get first. So, so I already want to work back at Amazon if I end up staying here. And, okay. This is what the video is going to be about, and I'm going to keep this as brief as possible, and I'll explain myself in the future videos, because my iPhone, I could tell it's gonna stop on me. So, this isn't my car. It's my sister's old car. My family wouldn't help me, in the process of buying a van. But that's gotta change, because I'm gonna go buy a van. And after I buy the van, I'm gonna go find a place to rent. And after I find a place to rent, I'm going to use this van I buy to move to that place. Just take all my stuff and go to that place. You know why I'm going to do that? Because I'm approaching my 30s. I'm 27 right now. I'm supposed to have a wife and kid, you know? It's like I have this work ethic. I'm still at my parents' house. And it's like, listen, Dad, I didn't marry my mom. My mom has basically ruined my life like more than 5 times already. You see these braces? I never asked for them. My mom forced me to get them when I was in high school. And my dad would he would like yell at me, like say, "Why did you get these braces that are like over $8,000? I didn't fucking want them." I said, "No, you're not putting these on me." My mom forced me to get them, and my sister would try to justify them. And my dentist dies on me, and we can't get these out. And it's like, I moved to Hawaii, and then I have to move back here, like let go of my family, let go of this life I was building up for my license. That my dad, like we'll get into all this later, but my channel is gonna be very, very similar to this channel called Deconstructing Narcissism, and we'll get into this and we'll get into everything as the channel goes by. But what's gonna happen with this channel is you know, I've already documented my life working at Amazon, and so we're approaching a new chapter where I'm gonna get a new job. But secretly, I'm gonna just die. As weird as it sounds, this me existing in this life, this version of myself is gonna die. Because I decide I'm not gonna live with my parents anymore. My mom has mental issues. My brothers, they all have mental issues. My one of my brothers, he doesn't have mental issues. He just has problems, all right? And problems that are caused by like my parents being the way they are. And actually all my siblings are the way they are, including me, because of my parents. But one of my brothers is so mentally incapable of doing anything. Like, he hasn't worked in over a decade. He hasn't left his room in over a decade. And my parents, they bury their heads in the sand. They're not going to help this guy. Everything I've earned in my life, all the money I have, all the things I have, you know, that was all me, you know? So I've decided I'm going to get a van, get my own vehicle, and I'm gonna leave, like, before I'm 30. So I have 3 years to leave this house. And in my 30s, I'm gonna be an adult, you know, just a normal adult. Like, not depending on anyone, you know, not living free anywhere. Like, I don't care if I pay rent. I'm gonna be on my own, and I'm gonna figure it out. Like, I was always supposed to, like, maybe, you know, maybe 2 years ago, maybe when I was 25, I feel like I should have moved out then, and you know, experienced life. So what I decided is I'm gonna go on my own journey into becoming an adult, because yeah, there's this really corny quote that's like, if a snake doesn't shed his skin, he dies. And I feel like parts of me, they're dying the more I stay home. Like, a part of me died coming back. Like, an entire version of me died coming back to California, because I used to live in Hawaii, and I was building myself up really good in Hawaii. I let go of all the people I grew up with in Hawaii. My entire family in Hawaii is gone now. But I could always come back. You know, They're, like, my family in Hawaii, they're better than my family here, my biological family. But we'll get into that later. Oh my god, a cat. Cat's in my windshield right now. I'll show you guys later. But yeah, that's it. I'm gonna buy a van. I'm gonna move out slowly. But we'll see this van, in later videos. We'll also see where the fuck I'm gonna work, dude. Man, this job market is such a fucking joke. I'd rather work for Amazon, honestly, dude. At least Amazon is the best employer, quote unquote, because once you apply, you're in, and once you're in, you're in. That's it. It's like, just work. You're good, and everything is tracked on, man. You just, if you want to take the day off, use your UPT, use your PTO, you're good. I live by Amazon. My life was so speed runnable. It's just, I could have worked for Amazon and I could have just moved out. But I feel like part of me was just trying to save my dad and save my family. And my dad is dying, literally. Like, he's being drained by my mom, and there's no saving this family because it never existed. Like, this family, like, even though we're all alive here, it never existed. And I might start my own family. Look at me. I'm capable of starting my own family, man. I could tell. Oh, my sister's home. Anyways, well, I got my point across. Oh, there goes the cat that was in my windshield. But yeah, let's get this van. Peace out.